Welcome, Coach.
Welcome to everybody. Thank
Coach,
you for invite.
Yeah, you've been watching the league regularly, been all the matches, watching all the players. So we'll start from the league. How are you finding this league in your perspective?
Well, the league was extremely competitive for many reasons. First of all, because we was each 2-3 days we was a game. Secondly, that you can see even in the table till last 2 games still fighting for win the title with Church Boy, Jauhel, Sadobato and Machindra team. All they was fighting for win this title. And finally, we still don't know who will get the relegation and who will get relegated or who will be safe. So for this reason, you can see that the distance between the third position and the last team is really short, about 6-7 points. So I really think that was one of the competitive league of Nepal of all years. Plus, it was more than 196 games, I think, if I'm not mistaken, 192, if I'm not mistaken. So many of supporter or of even coach, they was criticized the schedule of this league, but I can see that, and also was say that maybe we have less quality because many of many of players they go to Australia, but I would say that we have a new generation player that coming up, and we can see that really the table was a really big fight, and I'm satisfied to watch a lot of game.
So who impressed, especially the Nepalese players, who impressed you the most in this league?
Well, great question. I can see that impact, if I can say, many players impressed to me, many new emergent players. But I can see if in this A division league, I mean, I can see that when enter Njambista, it make a big difference with the Church boys. Of course, they have so many good players around in Machindra, in Church Boys and Sadobato and many of clubs. Even in Nepal Police, when he entered the foreigner Lebanon striker, is totally changing. Number 99, I forget the name, but very quality player. But I can see that if one player make big difference, I can see one name is Anjambista.
Church Boys won the league, but the league was very competitive, as you said. So what do you think was the difference that Church Boys won the league, apart from the rest of the teams? What was the difference in Church Boys?
Well, I think Church Boys when was play with some injury, even Ananta was 2-3 games out, Anjambista was out, he never give up and all the time play with a good substitution player. I think this was a plus key of to win the title. But I can say also Machindra, maybe if he start better the league, he have a lot player out, no, especially left back position. Many players they go to Australia, one in Japan. I think also Machindra is a bit get minus for lost during the season many players. So maybe Machindra can also be competitive more than this if he have the previous player. Anyway, I think the constantly during the league it was the Church Boys, and I think they deserve to win at the end.
So the league is finally coming to an end, and we have just 2 weeks remaining for the SAFF Championship. How big of a challenge is this with this little preparation?
Yeah, we have done only 3 tactical training, and it's a bit hard for me. It's a bit hard for the player. I just hope that we are really fit for this competition, and it's tough. It's tough because everything is under pressure. You can see the group stage that we have. We can see that we will play in India, where India right now is one of the top Asian team improve month by month. So it will be a really great challenge for me and for our team, Nepal team. We have lost a lot of players that go abroad, but it's I respect everybody. I mean, we don't need to have a scare. We need to believe in ourselves, and we need to get impressive in our performance. Think about ourselves first.
So what was the reaction after looking at the group?
Well, it was really strong impact when I saw the group stage, because we can see that many teams have improved. Many teams, also especially India, but Pakistan, they get many international players that they get in the squad. So it will be totally new squad. I think nine players that they play abroad. They have already finalized, and we know also that it will be tough with Kuwait, that he have an amazing coach, Beto, with experience in many big clubs, and Kuwait is always strong as a country. So we have a very strong competitor in the group stage, but I want to say that we need to think game by game. We need to take game by game. Now we need to think about Philippine game. That this will be our first international friendly game, my first international friendly game abroad with the Nepali national team, and it will be also interesting to be in India for me. Remind me a lot memory India, and I'm so excited also for this.
So you had 3 tactical sessions with the teams, and you used different players in between. So how do you analyze the players in this short period and in this short tactical sessions?
Well, I analyze the player because I need to get the feeling fast, because I know so much time. We chose the play in base of them quality, and we chose the play in base also them attitude during the game. I hope to get great chemistry, because the Nepal player, they have a really tactically discipline. So I hope to do this and developing the tactical disciplines also in the game, because explain in the field some tactical situation is easy. Doing the same also in the game is a bit complicated. Most of all, I concern about our experienced player. No, we don't have so much experienced player in this SAFF competing other competitions. So I wish we can enter in the feeling to be a team, to be all together fighting for game by game.
So you have 30 players right now, but you have a big challenge to bring it to 23 with very less preparation. How do you do that?
Honestly, I don't sleep the night for select the player. Trust me. I mean, I'm in very tension about this. In any case, each coach, when select a player, he make a mistake. So I am not perfect. I select the player by myself. No one. I don't have any kind of influence. When I released the list, I saw all the time some comment of supporters that they think that I have linking with some political party or have linked with somebody else. I don't have any kind of this. I don't have any friend on this. I just trust myself. They help me, assistant help me a lot, but the last decision is mine, and I think I done so far well till now. I hope to choose the best player for this SAFF Championship 2023 in India.
Yeah. Talking about the team, we had a very big problem in left back position. We were searching for a natural left back. We used Vikas Kawas in the Three Nations Cup, but sadly we missed him. We are going to miss him due to the injury.
Vikas Kawas is a great loss. No, because great miss. No, because of him position. Because he is a duty player. He can play everywhere in defenses or in the central back, right back, and was also a motivational player. Great ambition during the game. So I'm really sad when I was faced this injury. But we have also quality player to the left. We need to adapt the best player to our system, no? And I hope we can, no, for sure we will find a great substitute of Bigas Kalas.
We saw a lot of players missing league games due to injury. How close have you been following their injury situation?
Injury situations all the time followed by my physio. It's a great professional person to follow this, and by myself also try to reach the player confidence with coaching staff and try to get info post game. And till now we don't lost other player, so I'm happy for this, and I hope we will be able to be fit all player till the first our friendly game in Philippines.
So from the Three Nations Cup that we won here, 7 players are not in the 30-man list.
Yeah, 7 players are not on the list for many reasons. One of can be about injury, one can be also about that I don't have enough time to select the player, so my mind is changing after see the league. One is about also performance. During the league, many players have done better performance. And I can see that before Three Nations I have only 21 days for select a player. Now I have done almost 3 months and in half, and I can see that right now I have more in the Nepali football. I have if I have done some mistake before, now I can do better, and it's really. Each player in Nepal is great. We don't have like a phenomenal player that we can see is make a big difference between one player and another player. Almost the player, I like almost the attitude about my player. Select the player in base of them behavior with social network. Sometimes people think that I need to select a player because I have more followers. Here in Asia, in general, is almost like this. It's not only in Nepal. So I select the player only about my concern tactical strategy for this SAFF tournament. That can be a really great platform for our player, for myself also.
We're playing against the Philippines, and we have Michael Weiss, who was coach of Laos here. So how big of a challenge do you think is that of advantage that he already knows the player, the team, and he'll give us more challenge that can prepare us for SAFF Championship? Do you think it will be a better opportunity?
It is advanced for him to know my strategy, but we change a lot player. We will change also a bit strategy because it's different face Philippines them than face Laos here in Nepal. It's totally different. Michael was already in Philippines before, so he know very well Philippines. I think he was coaching 2 years before, no? Many years back, but 2 years in the Philippines, if I'm no mistake. I think we need to prepare most of ourselves, no prepare in base of them quality players. So important we are strong each other with our team. Then we think about them strategy.
So against Philippines, what will we target? Will you look to choose our 23-man squad, look at the whole squad, or will you focus on strengthening our playing 11? What will be your strategy against the Philippines?
No. We are going there to try to reach result. I mean, we need result because each result for coaching is one plus for is international friendly game. Our previous match versus Philippines, when we play abroad, this was 4-1 one time and 4-0 another time, if I'm no mistake. Yes. So we need to improve this result for sure. Philippines have many players that play in some players that play in Championship of England. So the keeper, if you no mistakes, yes. So we'll study more about them, but I need to focus on my player.
So Nepal versus India, in India, you have worked with a lot of players. You faced them first the national player as well. So do you think that is an advantage that we hold, that you know a lot of players that have played in India for regular?
No, I think that 3 years I work in India, and I know all players of national team of India. I face them in ISL. Some I face even in I-League also. They have amazing quality. India is one country that really developing so much in this last period. But it will be a plus to play versus them, because they are a great team. When we face a great team, we need to think in big all the time. It's important this. We need to change our mentality to think big, and for me, I'm not focused too much on Indian game. I focus game by game. As I say, we need to think about Philippines, then we will think about Kuwait, then we will think about India, then we will think about Pakistan. So this is important.
So all three opponents we have played in recent years, like Kuwait, India, and Pakistan. Do you think this time, because we have new coach, a new playing style, maybe will the result be different? Can we expect that?
Well, it's in friendly game in Pakistan. It was going well, no, at home here. But in India, it will be also difference in them. And as I say, the Pakistan totally changed the player. Here we change also the coach and the player. So we change totally mentality. Also, I think Muntari was playing different style. I will play in different style. Also, the previous coach that was my assistant was playing different style. So we change a lot. We change a lot. Nepal football change a lot. We cannot say positive, negative. We make a change, and important to think. As I say, we try to develop him the football. We try to develop him many of new players that will play in national team, and we will have some new for this competition. I wish I can make a great result for SAFF.
So in the squad we have very young players and very experienced players. There's a combine of youth and experience both, and we see some of the players they are going towards the end of their national team career. So do you think we can have a good farewell for them and good start for the new guys at once?
Sure. I mean, the new guys, the new brave heart of these guys, it will be always positive for the football in general, in each country where I was working. So I think we have a great talent. Even there was some experienced player that's still young. Can be Eric Pista, still young, and play many years in national team. Ayuk Alan, I mean, he's 20 years, 21, 20. I mean, he's so much young, and still he have a lot of experience. So there are really some players that they can push themselves to reach a good result. And the new entry that they will face this supporter that can be more than 20,000, I think, in India. It will be different to play in Nepal A division team and play with the national team abroad.
Last question. So you said that there will be a chance for Nepalese players to play abroad. So do you think this is an opportunity to perform so that these players can play in India or Pakistan
100%,
or abroad?
100%. I personally invited some agent to take a look about my player. 100%. It's a great platform. I wish that some player go abroad to play, because it's impossible to play only 3-4 months in the league, and it's also we don't have enough economical aspect on this league. So we want, if the player want to develop themselves, they need to go abroad of Nepal. I mean, they cannot stop the league for after 3 months. Then they play maybe the Super League after a few months, and then maybe we need to wait if the budget no come. I mean, the player in Nepal, they must have a hope to play abroad that can make themselves, them CV, them family more rich. This is we play, we do coaching. It's our job. In another country, it's a job. In India, it's a poor job. It's not that after national team player finish the career, maybe you need to find another job. He's done, maybe accumulate all money that he get during the league, and he stop retired. It's important job. Many times I saw the salary of many players. Then they criticize, oh, why this player they get so much money, and maybe other job they get less money. It's not easy to come and play football. You will play under pressure, under support, and under media. It's not that easy. It's nice because it's a game, but it's also hard work, and it's professionalism also of football player. I wish that Nepali football, also female, I mean, we have Sabrita said is the top striker in India for many years, and I wish she can play in Europe. I also try myself to push her to play in Europe, and I will try 100% also the new young guys and senior to play abroad of Nepal.
So you've worked in I-League, ISL, and for Nepalese players, India is the destination. Do you think they have that quality they can compete in those leagues?
Some player for sure they have them quality. Some player no. Some player they must learn a bit attitude of professionalism. It's all depend about themselves. It's all depend about themselves. I mean, if they want really, if one player want really, this can be happen. They just need to believe themselves and work hard and be a high head and play abroad as Roy Chan and Kiran. That they are the most famous player, the most important player that represent the country abroad.
Thank you, Coach. We hope that in the Kantiraba Stadium we'll have a good tournament, and hopefully some players can have their name back in India as well.
Thank you so much. All the best, and thank you for inviting myself here.
Thank you, Coach.
Thank you.